What on guys, Commander, and welcome to a new video on PC Building Simulator. And it is that time again that PC Building Simulator has released a brand new update, and we are going to have a look at it. Now, as you can see, we've had quite a bit of a revamp in our office, and that's not so much of a revamp as the new DLC that released with PC Building Simulator, but I'll get to that in a separate video, because that is a paid-for DLC, and I wish to pay for it myself. Before I show you, I want to show you sort of it in a video instead of just talking about it. But anyway, basically what this update has done is it's basically made it able for you to change the peripherals. And the peripherals is got to change. That is allows you to change. It's the mouse, the keyboard, the mouse mat, and the headset. Now this unfortunately, the only peripherals you're able to get at the moment are Razer ones. Now, I got a Razer keyboard, but I've got a Corsair headset and a Corsair mouse mat and some weird mouse I got for free when I bought my chair. But I'm gonna try my best to get as just a walkthrough, just see what things we got on offer. So down here we've got our lovely Cooler Master case PC that has cost like 1,100 quid for me to put together, even though that isn't how much I paid for mine. But then I've got a bit more expensive machinery in there, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, so let's boot this machine up. Actually, it's quite nice. Those I've got a few more new RGB lights. They actually look really nice. Boots up really well as well, which is nice. Anyway, let's go first of all the keyboard. So what keyboard have we got? So first things first, my keyboard is the Razer Synosa. No, it's not. It's the Razer Ornata Chroma. So we've got the Black Widow. We've got the Ornata Chroma. That's the one that I've got, but this is the one I got with the wrist rest. Now, there's a way of doing this in the settings. So if I click Enable Razer Chroma, I should be able to mimic what I've got on my keyboard. What I'm showing on my keyboard is what is going on here. Now, this is the exact keyboard that I've got. So in my setup video that I did a little while ago, now that was before I got the keyboard. But since then I've got the actual keyboard. But there's a way you can link it to the Razer Ornata, the Razer Synapse app that I've got on my PC, but I can't remember how you do it exactly. So I'll see if I sort that in a second. So anyway, so now we go to the mouse mat. Now we've got two different mouse mats. So we're just going to go with the green Razer one. Now you can get these smaller ones, but there's quite a few different ones here. Again, all Razer, obviously. That I chose nice because that's more of got a bit of a 3D aspect to it. That's quite nice. Or that one. This is the mouse mat that I was originally actually intending to get. Instead of getting my Corsair mouse mat. But then I thought, there's not really much point, so I won't bother. So that's why I got the one that I've got at the moment. All the different ones that I've got different, I will put them on screen now, except for my mouse because I don't actually know what it's called, because again I got it for free with my chair. So yeah, the keyboard is just as it is, but I'll still put a picture up on the screen now, or whenever it was that it popped up. The mouse mat is the Corsair mouse mat. It's just like a normal Corsair cloth mouse mat. It's nothing too different or interesting. I was going to get a Razer wireless mouse instead of because at the moment I always used, I've got a Eastern Times Tech, so ET mouse mat, and it was actually only a tenner off of Amazon, but it worked really, really well. It's a silent mouse, and I always use it for my laptop and whatever else. But when I got my PC, when I put the PC together, because I didn't want to keep switching the mouse around here, there, and everywhere, I wanted to get a new mouse just for the PC use. This one that I'm using at the moment is a wired mouse, but it works really well for a wired mouse. But I'll see if I can find. I was going to get. Was the Death Adder that I was going to get? I can't remember. It might have been a Death Adder. I don't know though. It might be the Lance head. Definitely wasn't the Trinity. It's one of these design ones, these black and green designed ones. I think it was the Death Adder. My cat's trying to go in my airing cupboard. That's neat. She can wait. But I think it was the Death Adder Elite that I was going to get. Instead, but when I bought my chair, again, it come with it, so I thought, you know what, I may as well just leave it. I can't be bothered. It works really well. It's not like a full-on like 800 quid mouse or whatever is the prices you could buy, but it works like as the standard. You know, I can game quite well on it. The DPI's range is really good, and it just works. I mean, it's good enough for videos. You know, and in all fairness, my mouse isn't really my previous mouse, the wireless one, ain't exactly the best thing in the world to have, but it works as it should do. So what have we got here? Now, there's not very many different types of Razer headsets. Now, again, when I was searching for my headset, because I wanted one specifically for doing YouTube and one that was good enough to do YouTube with. I was going to get, I think it was the Razer, it wasn't the Mano War, because that's a £130 one. It was an 80 quid one. It was Razer, what was it? I'll put it on screen now so you actually know what it is. I want to say Razer Thresher, but it wasn't, because that's the one here, and this wasn't it. Let's use this just to keep it colour scheme wise. It looked like that. It looked very much like that. I can't remember for the life of me what it was. It was definitely Razer. I can't remember. I can't remember for the life of me what it was. Just for the fun of it, I'm just going to run this benchmark and see what this looks like. But I can't remember for the life of me what one it was. That's really stumped me now, because I'm just going to be thinking it's from now until the end of the video what this that keyboard, that headset is. I know you'll know what it is. You'll know, guys, know what it is, because it'll be on the screen with the name of it. But oh god, I can't remember for the life of me what it was. Let's just go around and just see if we're getting like different peripherals and see what other different ones we get. I'm not sure. That's the pink Huntsman. Is that wireless? I think it's a wireless one. Lighting Razer Chroma. Yeah. I don't know. There's some way I can change it. This is the Black Widow Elite. Now this is the monster, I think, or is it either Black Widow or is the Huntsman? Or is it the Black? There's Huntsman, then there's Black Widow. That's the Ornata. That's the one I've got. That's the Huntsman Elite. Which one's? I don't know. One of them. No, it's this one, because this one's the actual fully like mechanical keyboard. Now this is the boss of them all, as far as keyboards are concerned. This is like the big daddy of keyboards. What else? What other keyboards have we got? There's the one else. We've got the Black Widow Lite, which is just like a bog standard keyboard. I don't really like that. It's got no guts to it. Like these ones here, like the Black Widow Elite or my Ornata Chroma. Like even just with that's the Synosa Chroma. There's the Ornata Chroma just without the wrist rest. Now that's just got a bit of body to it. Like if I just take my wrist rest off of my keyboard, it's, you know, yes, I don't like it without the keyboard. You know, just using it. Let me just sit my wrist rest on the floor a minute. Just like I can use my keyboard without the wrist rest, but it just doesn't seem right. You know, but it's got body to the keyboard. It's not like flat. Like if I go, where's this the light one? That could do light. Like if you look at that, like that's got no body to it. Whereas like if you have like this one my one over here, it's quite thick, like thick along the edges. You know, 2186, lovely. Which one scored better? Graphics, CPU, obviously. Anyway, sorry, it's just interested in that. But yeah, it's got no guts to it. Like it's not, you know, like this. Like even for a keyboard, that's still quite thick. That's like a basic keyboard. That looks like the one that I had before I had my my Razer one. But let me put my wrist rest back on a minute. But yeah, no, that looks like your typical bog standard Microsoft PC like keyboard. Black Widow Razer Elite. Yeah. See, that's I think that's the biggest, like the best of the best keyboard there. Now if we go, what other mouses have we got? There wasn't really too much of a selection. Death Adder Essential. I don't know. There's one that I thought I wanted to have for myself. No, hang on a sec. It wasn't that. One of them is wireless. I was literally on a massive hunt for gaming wireless mice, but you couldn't find any for there. Excuse me. For the life of you, you couldn't find any. And they were all like really, really expensive. So I was trying to find. I think that might have been it. What was that one? The Razer Trinity. Yeah, that might be it, because that ain't showing any buttons. Yeah, that might be it. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, what other ones have we got? This is the basis, the bog standard PC building simulator one. This is just an average just black mouse mat. Now that this like Invicta black, that is basically like what my mouse mat looks like, but it's got the Corsair logo with the yellow stripes on either side of it. Down at the bottom instead of having the Razer logo at the top. I'm gonna keep it on that one, so I like that one. Instead of having that, it's got the Corsair logo on it. That's basically all it is. It's just a black box standard mouse mat, you know. It gets really dirty and dusty, but it works. It works. It's better than me rummaging it on my desk, because that is just a pain in the bum, that is. I cannot explain, but yeah, all in all, I think this update it looks really cool. Now, I will be doing a separate video on putting my like using this DLC update. Now, looking at it, it looks really, really cool. And I will be doing a showcase of it and just exploring it around and seeing what we can find, like little Easter eggs or whatever in it. But just by looking at the pictures, I haven't bought it as of yet. I'm going to buy it and then do a video on it. But looking at it, it looks really, really cool. I'm really excited to get in and have a look at it. But on this, just to review this, let's just turn this PC up because it's getting on my nerves. Just to review this update, I like the fact that, now I knew from a while ago that they were adding this in, that they were actually going to add, like, changing peripherals in. I thought that's really good, and I've been asking, and so has everybody else, been, like, wanting this for a while now. You know, there's certain features that I want added into PC Building Simulator. For example, things like the neon processors and more thread rippers and more like extended full-on graphics cards and more RAM, different types of RAM and motherboards and what have you, just to extend the PC parts list that is in this game. But I'd rather have brand new features in this game, and judging by how well this DLC looks, I'm glad that they added new features instead of just adding more different parts in, and they're moving a lot like further away from the actual like adding more features in and adding more stuff in, and I think it's gonna make this game really, really good. The only thing that I would say about this, I mean, yes, I know that it takes a while to make stuff, and it is only like a small indie company that makes PC Building Simulator. But I really want them to add in a few more different features, like a few more different companies. You know, they've got Corsair in their team, they've got Razer, which we've got here. What other companies have we got? You could probably get like MSI. They got MSI in their team, and so many with them as partners, and so many more where they can have lots of different types of keyboards, mice, you know, whatever. And even if I hope they could get a point where they could change the monitors as well. You know, like get Acer on board or Lenovo or companies like that where you can actually change out the monitors. You know, Samsung maybe. Just to change out the monitors and just to add that little bit more customization into it, because I think that'd be really, really cool if they could do that. But anyway, it's just a waiting game, but whenever one of these updates comes out, I'm always really impressed by how well it's done, you know. Like, I look at games like Star Wars Battlefront 2, where, like, it's a mainstream game made by a mainstream company, and yet they can't do things effectively, you know. They can't make the models look actually accurate to how they are seen in real life or in the movies or what have you. And then you get a game like this, which is just like a little tiny off, like, indie game with not a massive, like, development team. You know, big enough to make a game like this and make it popular, but just a game that is just based probably just off of a simple idea, and isn't majorly, like, mainstream, if that makes sense. But you can still make, like, really good and really, like, in detailed, models for things and make it actually look really, really cool. And the mechanics work so well in it. You know, that's what I really like about this game, and in comparison with other games as well. But anyway, that is what we have time for in this Let's Play video here. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribe button for more awesome gaming content. And I shall see you all later. Bye!